Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rosa. This is the 5th out of 10 videos coming up in this light olive foundation series that I created, where I'm testing out foundations that have an olive undertone in the description of their shade. Today's foundation is going to be on the Pacifica Alight Clean foundation, so if you want to know my thoughts on this foundation, then just keep on watching. So today's foundation is the Pacifica Alight Clean foundation. The description says, get a flawless coverage of your dreams in 30 shades designed for real skin tones with the Pacifica Alight Clean foundation. This innovative, non-comedogenic, dermatologist-tested formula goes on smooth, covers pores, and lasts throughout the day. This formula is free of silicones, parabens, phthalates, talc, BHA, BHT, petroleum, and drying alcohols, and a huge list of other things your skin doesn't love. Some of the key ingredients are hyaluronic acid, which supports skin moisture, coconut water, which they say is balancing, rose leaf extract, which has antioxidant properties. Immediate results: flawless, seamless coverage, skin feels clean, more radiant, healthy looking skin, pore-free appearance and vibrant, lasts day to night. I'm very surprised that it has a lot of color selections for a foundation that's more on the natural side. In the details it says it comes in 30 shades, but I'm looking at the options on Ulta and it only gives me 29 options. This one is in the shade 33 ml, which is light with yellow olive undertone. There's another one that's very similar, which is the one after, which is 32 WL, warm light. And this one is light medium with olive undertone. I wanted to go with the light range and not so much the light medium. So this one is in a glass bottle, and it does have a pump. Actually pretty thick. On my right side I'm going to be using the brush, and on my left side the sponge. Also, before I forget, I'm going to get closer so that you can see the condition of my skin. So my skin is pretty clear at the moment. Obviously I do have scarring from acne, which is probably going to stay there forever. And then on this side I still have this mark that is taking forever to fade away. But other than that, it's pretty clear. My skin is pretty normal. With the skincare, it is looking pretty hydrated and glowy. Has a slight fluorescent. Kind of reminds me of one of those like Dove soaps. I'm gonna get closer so that you can see the comparison. So this is the side with the brush. The color doesn't look terrible right in front of the ring light, but I would have to see in front of the natural light. I have a feeling that it's pulling a little bit like on the neutral side, not too yellow like it says. I mean, compared to the color of my shoulder and my neck. Hope you can see where it's a little bit like neutral, maybe slightly like beige. Just looking at it like right here, you can see the color. It does look very hydrating. It's not full coverage, but it's doing a pretty decent job for a clean foundation. Okay, now on the left side. When I use this technique of using my mirror and looking up, down, I can compare my face right into my neck and shoulders, and it is pulling a lot more beige than I was expecting. I'm not sure if it's oxidizing already. What I want to try to do is clean this out of my face and then try to see if maybe dropping a little bit of these color correcting primer, which is, it has the green tint in it, see if I can maybe change the color a little bit and make a difference with that. So I'll be back with that application. Okay, I'm back, and I have to say I am slightly disappointed because first of all, I've heard a lot of good things about this foundation and I've been wanting to try it. I was very hopeful when I read in the description that they had the olive undertone in it. And unfortunately, I personally don't feel like it has an olive undertone. I actually feel like it's pulling more like on the beige side, not even yellow. I have a feeling that you will be able to see what I mean whenever I bring to you the swatches compared to other foundations. I'm gonna get closer to show you my face and what I did. So this is the side with the brush, and I'm not sure if it's gonna pick it up on the camera, but with natural lighting and using my mirror, I can see that it's just not the right undertone. This one here is the original color, and here was the side that I was playing around with the green corrector. I only saw that it changed a tiny little bit. If I would have added more corrector, I technically would be using more corrector than the foundation. Here is the side that I tried with that green corrector, and it only makes a little tiny bit of difference compared to this side. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the camera and it's not really picking up the right colors. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back with some final thoughts. Okay, I'm back, and these are my final thoughts for this foundation. The original color for this, I don't feel like 33NL is a olive undertone. And it doesn't even pull yellow. It just feels like a regular beige color. Here's some proof of that. Here is the original color. And here is the color where I attempted to change it a little bit, and you can see that it does look a little different, but as you can see on my face, it's not much of a difference between both sides. I already stood in front of the window and I can tell it doesn't really match my undertone that well, which is such a bummer because it is a really pretty foundation. I did have to set a little bit of powder because it was just a little too dewy for my liking. But comparing this to, like, say the LC foundation, this is a much better option compared to that, where I feel like because it's staying in the light range, it doesn't look as bad as, like, say if you pick a medium, light to medium, or a medium range. It is pulling a little beige, so for that reason I wouldn't recommend it. I have a feeling that I might have a better chance if I pick the 32WL, which is a warm light, instead of the neutral light. So before I forget, I'm gonna be inserting the swatches for you guys. So the first one is the Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation in 33NL. Next is the LC Micro Silk Foundation in Warm Ivory. Next is a Dose of Colors, Meet Your Hue in 119 Light Medium. Next is the Urban Decay Stay Naked in 30CG. Next is the Au Naturale in Honey. Next is the Hard Candy Camouflage in Olive. Here's the top of my arm. This is a pretty close match to my skin. This is the LC, which has been the darkest and more beige. But as you can see, the Pacifica is still pulling very beige compared to, like, say this one or this one, which has a true olive undertone. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified whenever I post more videos on this foundation series. We're already halfway through the series. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.